Welcome back, all my creative people, and today we're going to be discussing on how to create gradient colors. For our materials this time around, we're going to need a canvas, some paint. I chose to go with the primary colors, a paint brush, and of course a paint palette. Since I wanted to demonstrate that there can be different gradients using different colors, I poured all of the primary colors in, and of course don't forget your black and white. I did want to first create a larger section and paint that whole section blue so you guys can all see. Even though we're going to be working with different tones of blue, you should be able to still tell the difference. Now if you pay close attention, you'll see that I didn't exactly just apply the black first. What I did is I mixed it in while the blue was still wet, so that way I can blend it, and I didn't put an excessive amount. I put a subtle bit amount of black and I slowly blend it in. If more paint is needed, remember to start at the top where there's less amount of black, because if you start on the bottom, you'll just cover up what you just painted. Now this time around, I'm adding some white. That's the lighter side that I'm adding. Keep in mind that that's where I chose my light source to be coming from. You can do it vice versa. You don't have to do it from the top to bottom. You can do it from side to side, your choice. But for this demonstration, I am showing you from top to bottom. Remember that everybody has a variety of different styles. So that means when you're blending, it is up to you when you choose to stop or if you wish to continue. It doesn't have to be perfectly blended for it to be done. Depending on the look that you're going for is what we're gonna settle with. So this time around, I wanna go ahead and try again, but I wanna try with red. So first, I'm gonna paint my entire section where I'm gonna be working red. Now the same as the blue, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be using black and white to distinguish a variety of different tones among the red. So now we're gonna start applying our white. This is gonna be considered our light. You're gonna see I'm gonna do it slowly and gradually. I'm not gonna do it all at once, and then I'm gonna go back to the color and then re-blend it back in. The same thing with our black. We're just gonna dab it a little in the black. We're not gonna add an excess amount because we want to blend it. Now keep in mind that this process may at times become somewhat overwhelming or sometimes even frustrating. Don't be discouraged. You know, it's just paint. Remember, with something like art, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get at it. Lastly, I want to go ahead and work with black. I want to demonstrate that by using black and white, we can create a gradient color for this as well. Now my paint is fairly wet. I want to go ahead and dip a little bit of white in there and slowly add it in there. When you mix black and white, it slowly turns gray. That's okay. You're going to see that I'm going to work my way down because it's creating a darker color as I go down. When applying more white at the top, please make sure that you do not have black paint on there, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna add black on top of your white and then you're gonna start all over again. This is what that napkin is for. So if you have paint that you want to get rid of your brush but don't necessarily want to dip in water, you go ahead and you use the napkin. You see me throughout the video, or any of my other videos, you'll see me that I use a napkin. This is what it's for. So now that I have a nice gradient going, it's still not finished, but now that you can tell where the light is supposed to be coming from, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some white. The white is going to come on a little bit stronger this time around, but that's okay. I'm going to slowly blend it in. But yeah, this is the overall concept for gradient colors. It's nothing too complex. It sounds like it's difficult, that it actually isn't. It's fairly simple and you get the hang of it the more you try it. So hopefully you give it a try and hopefully you enjoy. And I hope you look forward to more of these videos.